What's going on, guys? GM Bush back, and today we've got monthly awards for the month of July. Uh, we're going to dive into it, all the new cards, how to get them, of course, and kind of what my thoughts are on it, I guess, as well. As always, though, if you enjoyed the content, if it helps in any way, I would really appreciate a like or hitting the subscribe button, as it helps me out a lot. And comment down below, of course, once you see the cards or obtain the cards or whatever, what you think. Maybe if there's any that you for sure want to add to your team or anything of that, like kind of what your thoughts are, I guess, on the month of July. So, first off, we got new moments for Tops Now cards. I believe these are the new Tops Now. I don't think there are any other ones. So you can see there's a Max Shrout, Dylan Moore. I'm gonna mispronounce this man's name. Sebi Savala, Jonah Heim, Dansby Swanson, and then Rafael Ortega, I believe is how you pronounce that. So we'll hop in and we'll look at those in just a second, and what those stats and what they bring to the table. And then, of course, we've got the new monthly awards program itself. So we're going to go right through. So we're going to see we have a Kendall Graveman, formerly of the Seattle Mariners, no longer. He's on the Astros now, but I'm sure that kind of hurts the Mariners fans a little bit. But that'll be at 5 points. We'll just check out his stats now. So you can see he's got the 95 mile per hour sinker. He's got a cutter. Looks like a pretty good card in my opinion. Good velocity, good pitch count, or pitch options, I should say. Again, I mean, monthly reward programs are always going to be really good, and they're free cards, so can't really complain. But that's going to be the Kendall Graveman. Well, actually, that's going to be the old Tops Now. So at 20 points, we're going to have a 93 Frankie Montas of the Oakland A's starting pitcher. So right off the bat, we've got a reliever and a starter. You can see here again, he's got a sinker, 4 pitches. Doesn't look like a bad card. I think there are a lot of really good starting pitchers at this point in the game, and a lot of them are obtainable for free. So I don't know if this is going to make many rosters or many lineups. Of course, if you're an Oakland A's fan, maybe you run an Oakland A's lineup. It is a great option. Me personally, I don't see myself really using this card other than for the missions that will come with him to get the rest of the cards. But 94 Austin Riley, this guy has been on a tear recently. One of the best third basemen in the game recently. I feel like it's been kind of out of nowhere. You can see his contact and power right is absolutely insane. He can play first and left field, which is great. Decent fielding. Braves fans are going to love this card. I actually think it's a decent third baseman. I do think there are better third basemen in the game naturally because he's only a 94 and you have, for example, like 99 Chipper. But it is a really good budget third baseman. Especially, maybe you use him as a bench bat to hit righties. Some people might do that. 40 points, we're going to have a 94 Kyle Farmer. This is a really good shortstop in my opinion. Yes, the power right isn't really necessarily there, but let's just take a moment to look at, he's got amazing contact right, amazing contact, maxed out contact left. The power right's not horrible. Of course, it's not godly, but we're talking about a shortstop here. Amazing power lefty, great fielder. He's slow, of course, but good vision. And the other thing is, not only does he play shortstop, but he plays every infield position, and he plays left field. So he even plays catcher. So he's a really good utility guy. Kind of can go anywhere, has really good stats. I think this is actually a really decent card. Great budget card. Again, considering all these are free, can't complain. But I think this is probably one of the best cards in the program this month, quite honestly. At 50 points, we're going to have a Brandon Lau. This guy's always got juiced power, specifically in this case against righties. Decent power lefties. But then he's got the reverse where his contact left is great and his power right, or contact right, is a little weaker. Great fielding, all right vision, not the fastest guy. He's not bad. He's a lefty second baseman. Plays left and right field as well. So he's not a bad card. Again, considering the fact he's free, can't really complain. This is a card here, Walker Bueller. A lot of people thought could get player of the month. He's been absolutely dominant. I believe he technically has the lowest ERA in the National League. I believe, technicalities here, Jacob deGrom is a lower ERA, but he hasn't played as much. He hasn't hit the qualifying numbers to be qualified as an ERA leader. So right now, I think Bueller technically, leads that category. But great pitches here. Got the cutter, knuckle curve. He's got some speed. He might have outlier. No, he does not have outlier. So uh, that's a little unfortunate. But great hits per nine, great stamina, great home runs per nine, Ks per nine, and walks per nine. A little low, but again, you're looking at a really good overall card here. Could hit some people's starting rotation. But yeah, that's going to be Walker Bueller. And then we've got 96 Aj Pollock, another Dodger. Another card who absolutely rakes. He can play just the outfield positions. This guy's been around for quite a while, and I feel like he's always been consistently good, even when going back to his days on the Diamondbacks. Um, so it's nice to see him get a good monthly card. I again, free card, can't really complain here. Dodger theme teams are going to have a blast with this month. And then we've got 97 Harrison Batter. This card is really good too for a center fielder because of the fact of having juiced fielding, 95 speed. Not the best hitting stats, especially when you're looking at the fact that he's a 97. He's great contact right, decent power right, but his lefty hitting isn't great. But for an outfielder, good card. Pretty good card when you consider the fielding and the speed. It'd be nice if he had a little more arm power. I don't know too much about him personally. Like, I haven't watched him a lot. Cardinals games aren't something. They're a good team. It's just they're not on much where I'm at, and I guess I don't personally go out of the way to watch the Cardinals, and that's not a shot at the Cardinals. It's just, typically I'm watching the Red Sox and more of their direct rival games in the American League. So I can't say I know too much about him in particular, but I know he had a really good month. And we can see he hit 357. Um, and 14 games following the All-Star break. If you read the card art, 420 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs, that's a really good stretch. Um, they are including another 42 choice player pack, which is great considering their prices recently went up with the Mookie Betts collection. And then your player of the month card is going to be Joey Vado, 99 overall, first baseman, really good hitting stats. You didn't expect him to get much in terms of defense or speed, of course. Um, I've actually typically loved Vado cards. The only problem I have with this is he has no secondary, which would be expected. And I also have David Ortiz, who also has no secondary and only plays first base. I don't think Vado will probably make my starting first baseman spot. I will use him, try him out, but Ortiz always just kind of feels better for me. I hit better with Ortiz, but of course, Votto is kind of to be expected for the player of the month. I think the only argument people really had was maybe Bueller and maybe Juan Soto. Surprisingly, I guess kind of surprisingly, Soto didn't get a card, but he also already has a 97 home run derby card, and we all know he's going to get more down the line. He'll get a 99, probably like a finest card or something for the Nationals. So, yeah, that's going to be the monthly reward, Joey Votto. I know a lot of people have complained about first baseman and how we have too many between Votto, Prince Fielder, David Ortiz, the 90, I think it's a 98, 97 Matt Olson, the All-Star card. But the thing you have to keep in mind too is we're going to have really stacked positions with too many cards at this point in the year. I mean, there's not really any fielding positions that have not enough players. You could argue catcher, but even then, you look at catcher, like Kyle Schwarber can play catcher. You look at second base. I know a lot of people maybe have their complaints there, but you've already got Jackie. Now you got Mookie Betts. I just feel like every position's kind of stacked now. Maybe first base is a little more stacked than others, but nonetheless, he is a really good card. And if you don't have Ortiz, this might be the card to go get. Quickly, just collections. It's the same thing as it always is. Collect all the player of the months and collect all the Tops Now cards from the month. You've got moments to do that are going to give you 4 points each, and then some missions. You can skip out on a couple missions through doing all the moments, doing the collection, but you got to do the collection to even get to Vado. So hopefully you've been keeping up with your Tops Now moments. And then going off of that with Tops Now, we have I guess there's not a Tops Now pack that is in there, so we'll check out actually, we'll go back in here, sorry. Monthly awards. I'm surprised, unless I'm missing something here, that, yeah, it only goes to the 25th. It doesn't have the newest week of Tops Now cards, which is quite interesting. But if we go in here and we check out these new cards that dropped, the I guess actually those new tops now, excuse me, those new tops now don't even go into the month of July. I had that mixed up. So the new tops now moments, you can do them, but they and get the tops now cards, but they are not required for this Joey Votto. That was my mistake because technically they're from the month of August as well. So, um, yeah, that's going to do it. As you can see, decent rewards as always, packs along the way, Tops Now cards along the way, 42 player pack. If you don't have the 99 Jackie yet and you're just trying to get these, this will help reduce the price of these cards again, and it will give you another free one to add into your collection. I personally have already done it, so I can sell whichever one I take. But yeah, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Again, 99 Vado. Really cool player of the month card. Hopefully he's plays well. I mean, again, I've always liked his swing personally. And yeah, maybe this will be a guy that can fit into your lineup. So as always, guys, if you liked the video, if you could leave a like and subscribe, and let me know again in your thoughts down below on Vado and what you think about his stats and if you're going to put him on the team. See you.